Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. For my project today, I created some alcohol inked snowflakes. I really love creating alcohol ink backgrounds, so to create some snowflakes from that was really a lot of fun. I am actually starting with some photo paper. You have the glossy side and the matte side. You want to use the matte side, not the glossy side. And I'll explain that in just a minute. The alcohol inks I'm using are Patina, Shell Pink, and Vineyard. These are not the alcohol ink pearls. These are just the regular alcohol inks. I'm using 99% isopropyl alcohol. I have my Brass Pinata. That's my metallic alcohol ink that I love to use. It just really looks gold, not brass. I like to use a blow dryer instead of the little hand squishy tool. Also, I have my alcohol and my Brass Pinata in these little tiny squeeze bottles that have a precision tip. And then here is the blow dryer that I use. It's kind of like the curling wand, but you take the curling wand off. So on the matte side of my photo paper, I am starting with the Vineyard. I laid down some alcohol ink and the Vineyard and then my Brass Pinata. Apparently that sprayed everywhere, but it will get moved around with my alcohol. So something I'm doing with the blow dryer, I have this on a cool setting and I just want to move the ink around. So as you can see, I'm not directly on top of the color. I am going on the sides of the color and then pushing it in the direction I want it to go. If you just go on top, it's going to push out all sides, and then it's also going to dry really, really quick. So again, this is on the cool setting, and I'm going back and forth side to side, and you can see these little lines that it's making with the alcohol ink, and I just think these are so, so pretty. Obviously, we're going to be die cutting snowflakes out of this. We're actually going to be using the Fancy Flakes A2 cover plate, so you're not going to have all of this detail, but I still love these lines, so I thought I might as well just show you while we're making the background. So I'm just moving the ink back and forth until I really don't have any more ink to move. And on those little lines, you have some of that gold, that Brass Pinata. Isn't that gorgeous? That kind of reminds me of a geode. Then my next color that I'm going to be using is the Patina, and then I will use Shell Pink. I did speed this up because I just wanted to slow down the first one, but I'm going to do everything else pretty much the same. So weirdly, you use the matte side of the glossy photo paper because when you do it on the glossy side, the ink does not move around. The alcohol ink does not move, which is so odd to me. But on this background, it works great. The reason why I use photo paper is I don't mind using Yupo paper, but with photo paper, it does not stain. So if you made a mistake, you could just hose it down with some alcohol and wipe it off, and you're not going to have any color left. With Yupo paper, it is going to stain it a little bit, so you don't kind of have a clean slate. Not that it's the end of the world, but and it's a little bit cheaper. You can get a big pack of photo paper for not very much money. So when I put down the Patina here, I want it to blend with that Vineyard. So I'm pushing it into the Vineyard and then pushing it away. So when you're adding the actual alcohol, it's going to loosen up that previously dried alcohol ink, which if you don't want that, don't put your alcohol on it. If you do, it's perfect and it mixes, and look at how pretty that turned out. I'm going to use that Shell Pink again. The first spot that I used the Shell Pink, I used too much of the Brass Pinata. So over here, you're going to see the actual beautiful color of Shell Pink. Again, I'm going to push it into that purple Vineyard color and then pull it down so you get a little bit of mix of color. I also really like to get the dark, thick lines where a lot of the alcohol ink has settled when you push it with your blow dryer. I think those are really pretty. I did not like the edge of that Shell Pink, so I just added alcohol only and pushed it around to grab more of that Shell Pink ink, and then I was able to move it with the air and really get a good area. Okay, so now I'm adding a little bit more of just alcohol and a little bit of that Pinata Brass. I'm pushing the alcohol into the other inks and kind of pulling that down to create a really soft edge. So I wanted to share this too. So if you have an edge, or if you really liked the feathered look where it gets really soft, that's how you do it. You add your center color and then just some more alcohol to kind of pull that color out, and you're going to dilute that color. Now that little spot there I did not like, so I added some more alcohol, and I'm just going to push that around again. I will add a little bit more of the shell pink on that bottom left. And I'm doing this whole piece even though I don't need to, but I wanted to be able to choose exactly where I'm laying my die cut. Also, another little tip with the blow dryer, you can then turn it on the hot setting to dry this, because especially the metallic alcohol inks take a bit of time to dry, especially if it's built up, which most of mine is, but I like that look. So I have it on high heat, moving it around a lot, making sure I don't have any issues. Okay, let's add some more fun detail. I'm just gonna put a little bit of alcohol in my container with a small paintbrush. I'm just gonna splatter this, and you can just watch how the alcohol wicks away at the alcohol ink colors, and it is so, so pretty. I love this detail. So I'm going to do a ton of this. Then I'm going to bring in the patina and do that on the background. This is my favorite color, and I wanted more of this. I didn't do a ton of it on the background itself. So I'm going to splatter with this, and look at how gorgeous that is, especially on the pink. I think it is so, so pretty. Then I'm going to do a little bit of that brass pinata, and that just leaves like little dots of gold, which is really super, super pretty. I'm going to make sure this is nice and dry. All my gold areas are nice and dry before I do the die cutting. But look at how pretty that is. I love doing alcohol ink backgrounds. Okay, so let's get to making this card. We've got this die cut here. Again, this is the Fancy Flakes A2 cover plate. I'm going to pick the area that I want to die cut. And obviously you can save the scraps and use it for just little highlight areas on a card. But I'm going to tape this in place, and then I can run that through my die cut machine. I am using my tool-in-one piercing tool to like poke out all of the areas I don't need on the snowflakes. I want to adhere this to a white A2 size card base, so I'm going to add some liquid glue all around the edges, and then I just want to add some dots on the snowflakes just so I can get a good adhesion on the background. Now we are going to add, I totally forgot to mention this at the beginning, and we're going to add an acetate overlay that's going to lift up and reveal, even though you can see through it, the alcohol inked snowflakes underneath. So I have a piece of acetate here. It is 4 1/4 wide. I am going to score this at 6 inches tall, because my card is going to be 5 1/2 tall wise, 4 1/4 width wise. So I want to have a 1/2 inch of foldability. Is that a word? A little flap that's going to fold behind this panel, so that way this can flap open. So this is the overlay that's going to open up on top of my snowflake background. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, you guys will see here in just a little bit. So I scored it, and then I'm just going to use my bone folder to give it a crease, and then I can trim off a lot of that excess off the background. So there we go, and I am going to add some score tape. Now this also is a little bit longer than obviously my A2 size, which I wanted because I could just trim off the excess. I did not want it to be on the shorter side. So now I'm going to put this in the Misty, and we're going to use some StazOn ink. This is the cotton white, and we're going to stamp it onto the acetate. And I love that look. It's so pretty. This is going to be a really it's not really hard to see on camera. It's harder to see the sentiment than in person, but I am lining it up over that larger snowflake. And then I can stamp that, and we're going to have this beautiful sentiment. And this is from the Saint Nick stamp set that says "Believe in the Magic of Christmas," which I think is perfect for snowflakes. I also wanted to mention, and I didn't show it, that I scored another little section on that acetate to give me a thicker fold to fold around it. Now I've got these two frame dies here. This is the Sweet Stacks rectangles. I took 2 different sizes. I'm going to tape that in place on some gold mirror cardstock because I want to die cut a frame, and I'm actually going to do this twice. So I'm keeping it taped together, so when I move it to my other piece, once I remove my frame, it's going to be the same exact size. So we're going to have a frame that goes on the front and a frame that goes behind it, so when you lift up your acetate piece, you don't see raw cardstock. Now let's adhere our acetate to our card. I'm going to adhere that down nicely and then use my bone folder to press it down. And then let's use some liquid glue for the first frame. This is going to go on top. I think this gold frame just finishes it off so nicely. Now it just makes it like you're just really staring at those snowflakes, and you guys, they turned out so pretty. Then once that's adhered down, I can open this up and add the second frame on the inside. So we don't want to see the adhesive or that white frame. So let's add this other gold frame on the inside here. And then this can close down. I do want to finish off with a little bit of some gem stickers. I'm using the Hugs and Kisses gem stickers, but I'm using the like little turquoise color, which I think is perfect because again, that's my favorite. And I'm going to put that on the insides of all of the snowflakes, except for the one that the sentiment is over. I didn't want to have something there. I felt like it might distract a lot from that sentiment. But I can just adhere a few of those down. I did 3 different sizes. And then this will get adhered to a top folding card base, white card base. So there's that beautiful sentiment. Then you can lift that up and now you've got all of that beautiful alcohol inked snowflakes. And then you can write to your recipient on the inside. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this card. It really was a lot of fun to put together, and I hope that you feel inspired. You guys have a really, really awesome day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.